Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Simple Snooker End of Season Awards for the 2023-2024 season. We have got 6 awards to dish out. I'm sure every player on tour is watching with bated breath to see if they are included amongst my winners. It's great to have you all here for this momentous occasion and the first of its kind. And so without further ado, let's begin with my favourite moment of the season award. The nominees are crowning a new world champion for the second year in a row when Kyron Wilson beat Jack Jones in the World Snooker Championship final. The Masters final because of Snotgate and all of that and the post-match interviews, and it was just funny, wasn't it? It was just funny. And Shaun Murphy's 147 at the snooker shootout. And the winner is Shaun Murphy's 147 at the snooker shootout. I've always loved the shootout. I think it should be a ranking event, mainly because you can't change that now. It would kill the tournament. Anyway, it's fun, it's daft, it's something different, and to get a 147 in a 10-minute frame is ridiculous. Never been done before, it might not be done again, so I'm going to give it to Shaun Murphy. The next award is Best Match of the Season. The nominees are the aforementioned Masters Final, Ronnie O'Sullivan versus Mark Selby at the Players' Championship, and both Gilbert versus Brissell and Higgins versus Allen at the World Championship. And my winner is... It's between the 2 World Championship matches, but I'm going to go for Higgins versus Allen for that incredible finale, for what it meant to John Higgins' top 16 positioning. Do let me know if there's any matches I've missed that should have been included in my list. Shock of the season. There are only 2 nominees for this. The first nominee is Jamie Jones beating Neil Robertson in a Judgment Day decider to reach the Crucible at the Australians' expense. And the second nominee is Mark Selby 6, Ronnie O'Sullivan 0 at the Players' Championship, as we mentioned in the last award. And I'm going to give it to Selby versus Ronnie. Mark Selby had not been having anything like the season he would expect to be having, whereas Ronnie O'Sullivan hadn't lost in literally months. And so to rock up at a prestigious event like the Players' Championship and just blow the man in form out of the water with a complete whitewash, Mark Selby 6, Ronnie O'Sullivan 0 is my winner. Best Tournament. But there could be loads of nominations for this. The Masters was great. Having a full schedule of Chinese events like the International Championship being won by Zhang Anda. I love the German Masters. But my winner is the World Grand Prix. There were great matchups throughout the tournament, but it was the final few days that clinched it. First off, we saw one of the best performances we've ever seen when Ronnie O'Sullivan absolutely demolished Ding Junhui. He only needed an hour and 12 minutes to win the match and score 4 centuries along the way, which set up a Ronnie O'Sullivan versus Judd Trump final, the match we'd all been waiting for all season. So that's what shades the World Grand Prix into being the best tournament of the season for me. Most disappointing player of the season. The nominations are Mark Selby. He had such a poor season that by the time it was over, he'd started to cast doubt on his future in the sport. Jack Lazowski, from getting closer and closer to winning that first ranking event, he has suddenly dropped off a cliff and fallen out of the top 16. And Neil Robertson is the final nominee. And even though the first 2 players were indeed disappointing this season, there can only be one winner. And it is Neil Robertson. He ended the season 39th on the 1-year list. That was despite a late run to a semi-final at the World Open. He didn't reach the Crucible and ended that incredible streak of winning a ranking event every year. Finally, the NON Ronnie / Judd Player of the Season, because obviously those 2 were the 2 Player of the Seasons, and who you pick between them is literally a toss of a coin. So the nominees are, also quite obvious, Gary Wilson, Zhang Anda, and Mark Allen. Literally, the top 5 players this year just decide themselves, don't they? Mark Allen won the Champion of Champions, the Shootout, and the Players' Championship, which is a good season, but he's had even better seasons in the past. Zhang Anda reached 2 finals. He won the International Championship on home turf and established himself as an elite player out of nowhere. But because I'm incredibly biased, I'm going to give it to Gary Wilson for his Scottish Open and Welsh Open victories. And so we have reached the end of the inaugural Simple Snooker End of Season Award. I hope you have had a lot of fun. And if you disagree with any of my selections, please do let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you next season. I will be making videos over the summer, so I don't know why I said see you next season. I'll see you soon. Bye.